I've done sideline reporting, and when you catch people in the throes of what they're doing, I do TV for even stuff like the Texas Relay. You catch somebody after a race where they thought they were going to win and they lost, you're liable to hear anything, because there's a come down phase you expect people to get to.
I think it would have been different if the gender was different, if it was a man. And then also one thing that people aren't really saying, and which I think is a big component of black manhood, is people in general don't like an educated black man who's articulate and who is confident and good at what he does and can back it up. That bothers people. They don't like us to be confident.
And then tell you about it.
And then tell you about it. It's like you don't
know how the folk gonna respond. Do we just give them more and more ammunition? Because don't kid yourself, that stuff is wearing on him. I believe to a certain extent. I mean, you want to be liked, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just wondering, was it wise on his part, knowing how they're gonna respond, to go there? What do you mean by the box? And who's in that box? Why are they in that box?
Why should we have to fit into this box that white folks have created for us? I think why can we not be everything that we can be?
In general, white America has decided, I'm only gonna let you guys inhabit this space. I'm only gonna let you react here.
We can't negate the intelligence of Richard Sherman taking advantage of this moment. You know what I mean? He had to be so confident that the game was gonna turn out the way it did and that he was gonna shut down Crabtree the way he did. To have that commercial come out then, to have that moment, that's planned. He doesn't care what people think.
How many times have I heard it from black people? Man, you sound white.
You're saying that to be black, you have to talk like you're from a certain area. You have to have tattoos. You have to have certain characteristics that make you black.
We look at Earl Thomas differently now that he just cut his hair.
Nah, he just got funny shit.
Hold on. I'm saying, when I saw Earl, I used to see him with sweaters on all the time. Brother had a suit on, the brother's hair was cut, and it was just a whole different image.
I think we've almost been like programmed to have profiles.
Two white boys from the San Jose Sharks and the Toronto Maple Leafs can throw hands, actually get bloody, and they're emotional about the game. But he's a thug.
We're coming at a time where sports is becoming an infusion of all these different cultures. I mean, you see it, with the Ali thing. You see that in Mayweather now. You see the divide between the Latino community and the black community when that comes up, and it's just all about misinterpretation. So black people, a part of our culture is we like expressing ourselves a certain way, and we're good. We're gonna tell you. Somebody can look at Mayweather and be like, he's cocky, but he's humble to the process.
As a group, we're so diverse, within ourselves, right? So for him to show one side of who he is or one side of who we may be, why should he have to hold that back?
If you look at it, he's first in every category that you measure cornerbacks in. He is first. So why wouldn't he say he's the best? That's
If you are the best, do you gotta say you're the best?
If you start to think about where we were, we always had to tell people what our credentials were. So I think that's just cultural, and that will die down as I raise my kids, as you raise yours, where people feel like they don't have to explain themselves, as well as society at large begins to look at other things.
And he's a Stanford grad and they want to call him a thug, and he called him out and he said, how am I a thug? I ain't got no criminal record, I'm intelligent, I'm smart. He didn't curse.
Right.
He was just excited.
You can't satisfy everybody, you just gotta stand for something greater. Like you said, it took a toll on Sherman, it took a toll on Ali.
Yeah.
But what did it do for future generations? It allowed future generations to feel like they can be themselves.